Hi friend, I am Lee Keckner. Welcome to day number 20 of Coming Home, 33 days of self-care. And as I've said before, self-care is the most important thing we can do while we're on the planet because our primary relationship is with ourselves. And when this is good and filled with love and heard and seen and taken care of and feels at peace, our world reflects it. When this is all up in arms and things are hectic and crazy, our world reflects it. What we see. My dogs are agreeing with me. We're going to start with some grounding breaths. I think somebody's coming in my backyard. Hopefully it's not a bad guy or I'll have to karate chop him with my new hair. Posey, could you not bark right now, please? Come here. Come up here. Okay. Maybe if I pet her for a second, she'll calm down. So if you join me by uncrossing your legs, and you just have to see. Okay, this is what I'm going to do while I do my grounding breaths, so she'll be quiet. Okay, uncross your legs, put your hands in your lap, and you can put palms up to receive, palms down to ground you. And we'll breathe in through our nose, hold it for 2, and out through our mouth. And let an audible sigh out of your mouth, just to release whatever is you're holding heavy on your shoulders, hard in your life right now. If your body's freaking out a little bit, if you're going through something, just let's breathe it out. Let's allow ourselves to come into the present moment and to take this time for ourselves in a new way right now. All right, so join me by breathing in through your nose. Hold it. And out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose. Hold it for 2. Out through your mouth. And one more time, just breathe it in. Hold it for 2 and let go. And maybe right now with your eyes still closed, set an intention for this session, what you want from it. I set an intention that I allow the information that needs to come out with grace and ease, and I'm open to receive what I learned from you guys today. I'm so excited about today's topic. It's called, what would older you tell you now? So so often people say, what would you go back and say to your younger self if you could? Like if you could jump back in time, what you know now, what would you say to your younger self? And I love what we're going to do today because we're going to do it imagining when we're older. We're going to go 99 years old. Let's pretend everyone's going to live to 99 years old. So we're going to picture ourselves at 99 and think, what are we wearing? What do we look like? Who's around us? Where are we? How does our body feel? And just really allow yourself, and you don't have to do it now. You can do it when we're done, or you can do it now, however you'd like to. But we're just going to think about where we want to be when we're 99. What do we want our life to look at? Where are we living? What have we achieved to get us to that point? But we've been working in the first 11 days, we worked on connecting with our younger selves because those old hurts and those old feelings are still alive inside of us. And when we try and march along like they don't exist, our younger self derails us, screws up relationships, and it will continue to do so until we hear what needs to be heard. And we actually hold our younger selves and know that we can love those parts of ourselves. We no longer have to suffer from them. We can give ourselves the love that we wish we would have received. So, you might have already talked to your younger self and said things, in the first 11 days, like, thank you for doing that, or I appreciate that you did that, or because you were strong and persevered what you did, I am who I am today, so thank you, we got to say to our younger selves. So today we're going to allow ourselves to think, where do we want to be? And when I think about all my dreams and all the things I hope to do, at the end of all of it, when all of it comes to fruition and every dream is answered and I have all of my heart's desires, what would that look like? Where would I be? And I did this exercise earlier for myself, and I pictured that I was in a little beach house and I was sitting on the front porch in a rocking chair with a little soft blanket that one of my grandkids brought me. And David was already in heaven because he'd be like 99 plus 4 or 5, whatever. So he'd be in his hundreds. But he had already gone, moved on, and I was patiently and excitedly waiting to join him. So I was still enjoying the people around me, and around me were all of my children and all of their children, and that's in 40 years. So my kids' kids could have kids. Holy Toledo. So maybe a couple great-grandkids were there. Maybe from Charlie, I don't know. So anyway, I was surrounded by my children and their children, and I was sitting outside, and there was a wonderful breeze, and it was warm, and the sea air, the ocean air was filling my lungs, and I was watching as the waves were crashing up on the beach, or maybe they weren't crashing, maybe they were just coming up where you hear that whoosh, whoosh. And I was just sitting there, and that's where I pictured where I was. And I just got my first like really gray patch. I just cut my hair last night, and I saw right here is a little teeny gray patch that I haven't really had before. And I was like, oh wow, I got some gray. So it was, for this exercise, it was good because I actually was like, oh wow, that could all be, when I have my new bob on the beach, it could all be gray. And I hope it is gray. And I hope I have like maybe 1 or more tattoos. And I hope I'm wearing something that's comfortable and sexy, but still kind of flowy. And that I'm just wise and filled with knowing that I lived my life fully. Okay, so as I pictured myself coming back, this is what I wrote. Oh, and I said, once you do this, you guys, once you do this exercise, once you allow yourself to picture, if all the things that you dream of come true, where you would end up. Go to that place. Think really big. Go big. Allow yourself the gift of the freedom of going big and picturing yourself. And I'll have to tell you, something's really sweet about this. It's really sweet to think that you've been all those years with your husband and that he's waiting for you. And it's really sweet to see the people who love you surrounding you, that that's what you got to. So allow yourself to picture where you want to end up. It really touched my heart in a beautiful way. And then you can let that be your guide to where you're going. And you can let that be your guide to the next steps you need to take. And also, when I allowed myself to come in and talk to me now, when I pictured that old lady with gray hair, still fully alive with wild eyes and a wild heart in this older body, but still the same piss and vinegar or love and compassion and balls or whatever. But here's what she said to me. I wrote, my old house self will be in a house by the beach enjoying the crashing waves with all of my kids and their kids up in my business as I patiently await joining Dave in heaven. And then here's what my older self would actually say to me. 99? Holy hell! I never thought we would live this long. I am so fulfilled and happy. This beach house is my sanctuary. Being near the ocean has been such a blessing for me. Keep on living your purpose. Keep plugging away day by day doing what you love. It is going to catch on, and all the things you dream about will become your reality. This life is a ball. Thank you, Lee, for doing the good work. So I allowed myself to realize, and it's so fun because I want to thank my older self who I allowed to speak to me, right? Because I let my imagination take me to the possibilities that, wow, maybe I can have the wisdom of my 99-year-old self. Maybe I can touch her for a second like I can my younger self inside of me. I like doing things that aren't normal because then you can experience the possibilities of what we can have while we're on this planet. So anyway, she was really happy. And I feel like how I'm living right now, because I'm living in my purpose, I'm doing my purpose, I'm sharing my gifts and what brings me joy. And you know, I think that we all have gifts. We've all been given a beautiful gem inside of us. And it's our job to pull away the gunk, find it, polish it, and use that to make a difference in the world. So it was a confirmation that I'm on course what I'm supposed to be doing. It was also a guide to keep going and to keep thinking big, because I do want to end up as an old lady sitting on a porch at a beach house, or actually it'd probably be my back porch, right? Because the front of the house would be by the street. So on my back porch in a rocking chair, enjoying the waves crashing and looking at all the kids running around, and probably thinking, I told you guys it wasn't that easy, to my children while their kids are tearing shit up. So it's really a wonderful gift. You guys do this exercise today. It's so sweet. It's sweet to allow yourself to see goodness. Allow yourself to know the possibilities, not just trudging through the day-to-day. See the end. Talk to your best version of you at 99. What would she say? Would she say, or what would he say? My body is trim. My body is fit. My body is disease-free. I'm filling myself up with good shit in my brain. I am smelling the fresh air. I'm still walking. I'm still moving my body. Like, think about it and let that be your guide today to get where you want to be and to connect with a different part of you and to celebrate life and how fast it goes. Oh, and then get your journal, open a page, and write what your 99-year-old self would come say to you today. And let it be positive, and let your 99-year-old self be happy. Not where you are right now. Not what you're going through right now, what you're going to get to. And also, you can also take your 3 to 5 minutes to connect with your younger self and say, hey, what do you have to tell me? Since I just connected with older self, what do you have to say? You're not paying enough attention, damn it. You're not going to get that if you don't keep paying me attention, or whatever it says, and then give your younger self a compliment. My quote for today is, keep plugging away day by day doing what you love. It pays off, and this beach house freaking rocks. God, thank you for exercises like this that gets us out of our mundane existence, gets us out of our sleepwalking, our autopilot. Thank you for letting us pause for a moment to open our minds to what could be, not what is right now. That each moment is a fresh moment and we can create whatever we choose to create. Let us know our worth. Let us know our greatness. Let us see ourselves the way that you see us. A blessing to everyone who is struggling today. It was pretty much everyone, I think. God bless everyone today. Amen. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. And please post on this thread what your 99-year-old self shared with you today. And let it be freaking glorious so you can create that trajectory, those new neural pathways in your brain to glory. Okay, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.